Isaiah Thomas has taken the NBA by storm, especially this year, as he's led the Celtics to a high seed in the East while averaging nearly 30 points a game at sub 5'9". Iverson got a lot of height, and rightfully so, averaging 30 at 6 foot, and Isaiah Thomas is doing it at even a shorter height because his ability to thrive undersized. Now obviously if you watch him play, he's extremely crafty. He has the ability to manipulate his defender, finish over bigger guys, and find ways to use his size as an advantage where most see it as a disadvantage. Now he has several moves that are very key to his game, and if you break him down, if you watch his film, he uses these repeatedly in the game, and despite using them over and over again, they're still successful because he's so detail-oriented and he's so specific in his footwork and his finishes and how he attacks the defender. His first move is a closed step cross step. This is without a doubt Isaiah Thomas's go-to move. And whether you're just watching highlights on YouTube or if you're watching an entire game film, you're going to see him do it repeatedly in every single game. Now his closed stance cross step is a change of pace hesitation move. And what he'll do is he sees the defense in front of him and he gets into defender body ball position where he's really protecting that ball. Again, the defender's on his inside and the ball is protected with his body. But what he does as he's getting into that, he never puts the load on his front foot. So he never loads where he can separate away or separate laterally. So if you really break it down, you'll see that that left foot will get very, very close to the ground. And then right at the last second, because his load is on his back leg, he will quickly, boom, explode, cross step, and he's on his way to the rim. So if you see it here, he backs down, and then he steps, reaches, and goes. Thomas also does a great job in getting his man set up and slowly stepping into it and then exploding out. Again, the key is the change of pace, the hesitation, the slow to explode. If he goes fast, it's easy to guard. Obviously, if he's slow, then he's not going to beat anybody. But he's very deceptive and he steps and then explodes to the rim. It's 0 to 100, getting him into different finishes around the rim or in the mid-range. A second key to Isaiah Thomas's game is his ability to use that same move while attacking at an angle, maybe off of a ball screen or attacking a 45 to the rim to get into his pull-up jump shot. When we first showed it, notice we always opened up and we got downhill where we were square to the rim and we got into finishes around the rim. You also notice that Isaiah Thomas, again, out of a ball screen or if he's here, he may use that same closed stance cross step and he attacks and gets right into the middle of the paint. Now, as he attacks here, the defense has to collapse. So if he doesn't have a shot, he's going to have an easy kick out. He's going to have an easy kick here because, again, he's forcing the entire defense to react to him. The key is his efficiency with his dribbles. As he comes out of that closed stance cross step, he attacks out and he can, in one dribble, get to the midline and shoot. So as you work on this on your own, the goal is to get to the midline, but do it in limited dribbles. If you have to take 4 and 5 and 6 dribbles to get to this spot, the defense is very easily going to be able to recover. But if you can get that hezzy, get that change of pace, and explode in one dribble to here, if you don't have a shot, it's because the defense has collapsed. And if the defense has collapsed, you're getting assists all over the court. The next Isaiah Thomas move in our series is him finishing at the rim. Again, breaking down film, you'll see that he finishes at 5'9", extremely well around the rim. And that's a huge testament to his ability to be crafty, find space. Obviously he's strong, obviously he's athletic, but he's not a Nate Robinson who's coming in and finishing above the rim. He's absorbing contact and finding ways to separate away from the defense with the ball and still finish. One of the things that Isaiah Thomas does great on the way to the rim is he confuses shot blockers and he gets them to jump at the wrong time by finishing quickly off of his outside foot with his outside hand. Now, if you listen to commentators a lot of times, they'll say, wrong foot finish. Probably disagree with that because it's not wrong if he's finishing it. It's not wrong if he is repeatedly working on that and getting to finish at the rim. So as he attacks, typically a shot blocker will look for you to go outside foot, inside foot, pick up, and finish at the rim. When you see LeBron get chased down blocks, that's exactly what he does. Great shot blockers, it's outside, inside, and they get their pin. So what Isaiah Thomas does is instead of going outside, inside, he goes outside, boom, and explodes quickly to the rim. Now he does expose the ball here, but he's so quick that he has that ability to get it on the glass before the defense can contest. And obviously, if it touches the glass and then it's blocked, it's going to be a goaltending. Isaiah Thomas also does an incredible job with this outside foot finish and getting into contact and finishing away. As he gets into the defense's chest here and separates and finishes, even the longest defender then has to come all the way across his body through his chest to get to the ball. Similar to his hesitation with the closed stance cross step, he's using defender, body, ball protection to keep that ball protected on the way to the rim. So again, whether it's left foot, left hand on the left side or right foot, right on the right, he's attacking, getting to the rim, outside foot, outside hand finish. Our last move in the Isaiah Thomas breakdown seems extremely simple, but again, it's him capitalizing on his size and using that, what most see as a disadvantage, as an advantage. And that's his ability to get extremely low and use what some people call a Maravich cross and tap, tap, crossing to literally get below defenders' arms. Again, breaking down footage of him, you'll see a lot of times Big step up to help, whether it's out of a ball screen or once he's beat his man, and he gets so low that his shoulder is below that defender's hip. And they'll have arms here, and he's literally underneath the defender's arms. Obviously, if a 6'10", 6'11", or a 7-footer steps up, they're gonna have to get extremely low to even think that they're gonna be low enough to guard Thomas. But what he does is gets so low here that he's able to get by them, create that leverage to then finish at the rim, draw fouls, or separate away and get into the shot. So he's extremely low, lower than what is athletic for most people, and uses that tap, tap, Maravich cross to quickly get from spot to spot, lower than the defender, creating that leverage, again, using his size as his advantage. With all the moves in the Isaiah Thomas series, no matter how well you master those just working on your own, you have to try to implement them in games. Not only that, you have to be able to make shots if you're going to be an undersized player and thrive. Thomas shoots an extremely high percentage from the mid-range, from the three-point line, off the dribble, off a catch and shoot. So you have to work on your shot for these things to be effective and create space. Isaiah Thomas isn't a great player just because of these moves. He's a great player because these are part of his arsenal. He can make shots, he's strong, and he's worked on his total game.